Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Good morning, Dr. Squad. How are you? Opokukwa. Leo go back left. Today is Friday and I am leaving for Coast. I'm leaving for Mombasa, courtesy of FAGE Limited. Actually, right now I'm seated in one of their cars. We are headed to the kayak because we needed to convene there and then go to the airport altogether. So if you follow me on Instagram, first of all, if you're not, you're missing out because you guys know Valentine's of this year I got my new car from FAGE, and I think a couple of months later they announced that if you buy a car from them or if you refer someone to buy a car, you stand a chance to win a free vacation to Coast. So yeah, we already got 2 people who won. They bought cars there, others referred people there. So yeah, if you missed out on that, by the way, listen, you could have been coming to Coast with me, would have gone, had fun, but it's okay, next time. Right now, yes, we're just on the expressway. We're heading to Kiambu Road to go meet the rest, and then we head to the airport.
Because whatever
You're living beyond your means.
living beyond means, and it's because the pressure from the observers is pushing you so much.
That's Amsterdam. I was literally there just a few weeks ago. I remember seeing this. I need to eat, so I haven't had breakfast. So we're waiting for my food and then we go. And food, finally. We are in Mombasa, North Coast, honey. We just got here and the car that picked us up is exactly like mine. Exactly. Even the interior, it's on sale. I'll ask George how much it is in case someone wants it. I'm gonna drop price here. 3.6 mic only. Yeah, so anyways, we're heading to the hotel. So watch out patane huko, it's hot. But it's equally hot, just the same way as it was in Nairobi, just huko kuna hiyo humidity. Right, see you at the hotel. Repeat that.
No, it's true. Yeah, we've had people come and said, I want exactly like Linda's. Show them one in the black interior, they're like, no. I want someone opens the page and like this one.
Ivory interior.
Including the body kit at the front. That at the bottom of the front of the bumper. Someone says, I want a copyright.
Exactly like that. So now the one I'm sitting in is exactly like mine.
That.
So yes, if you've been wanting a car like mine, this is the one. Okay, we have arrived. So first of all, the what is it called, the plane ride for me was short and nice, but apparently guys are complaining that the takeoff was rough. Me feel I slept, okay. Oh, and then something else you guys saw earlier, I ordered for, what is it called, for wings. So that was smart of me, because now everyone is hungry and we have just like, so I'm taking guys to go have 4 o'clock tea. I'll probably also just bite kidogo, but I'm not that hungry, to be honest. I'm just eating because everyone else is eating. So that's where we're heading, and then after that we'll probably check in. Then I'll give you guys a room tour, and yeah, we'll see what the evening vibes are giving. Finally in my room. Aki, one thing about Coast though, like the moment you land, you're already just feeling sticky. So I feel sticky, but I love my room. My room is beautiful. I have an ocean view. Let me give you a room tour. Okay, the safe, there's a closet right there, but this is my room. Gorgeous, love it. I have like a small garden outside. There's a lounge area over there. Indian Ocean, baby. Oh, and there's the pool, and there's the restaurant is like right next there. Around the corner there's like a free restaurant, I think, where we've been told you can get pizzas, pasta throughout the day for free if you're on all-inclusive package. Today we're on half board, then tomorrow we're on all-inclusive. So yeah, what time is it? It's now 5:30. So we have till 8 p.m. just to lounge, do whatever we want to do. I want to attempt to fly my drone, but I want to get clearance from the hotel first. I've decided to walk around the hotel as I buy time. So I'm taking you with me. Hi, Dr. How are you feeling? I need some chill. Changed into just a simple silk dress, and let me tell you, I am obsessed with this perfume. I got it from Zara. Wait, yeah, you guys see? Yeah, got it from Zara just a couple of weeks ago when I was in Barcelona. I think, yeah, the Zara in Barcelona. But yeah, it's called Red Zara Temptation. Absolutely love it. I love Zara perfumes actually. I've realized that they're really super affordable and they stay. I carried my laptop so that I'm able to edit content for you guys. Actually, there's a vlog that I supposed to be out. I just needed approval from my sponsors. Yeah, I'll see you out there. Hopefully I get to get some good pictures for FAGE Motors. So I'll see you out there. back in my room. Attempted to, I think this is not a very good angle. So let me tell you, I actually just went live for the first time on Instagram, but I was live for like maybe 5 minutes. I didn't even stay that long, and then I received a call and I had to leave abruptly. I don't know how many of you may have caught the live, but anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching the live. Maybe I should go live more often, but I don't know what I would say. I oftentimes have moments of gratitude. Today is one of those days I just feel extremely grateful for all the opportunities that I have. I think about a trip like this. I don't take it for granted because I think I've told this before and I hate repeating myself. But for the sake of those who may not know, I am here courtesy of FAGE Motors. Some people pronounce that word as motors, some of them motors, whatever, however you pronounce it. And how that came about is initially when I wanted to change from a Vitz to a bigger car, I consulted a friend who recommended me to George. George is the owner of FAGE. When my friend introduced me to George, at that time, George did not have a car yard. He was just someone who imports cars. That's how I was introduced to him. And I took the chance because I really trusted my friend. And I also wanted to show my dad that I'm able to buy a car on my own without, not necessarily not consulting him, but I just wanted to show my dad that, hey, I'm a big girl, I can do this, you know. I took the chance. I imported the car with George. I had a good experience. So it goes without saying that when I was looking to upgrade my CX5, I went back to him again. And this time I had started my content creation journey. Also this time he had opened up a car yard. It's interesting how life works, you know, because when we first met, he was renting out space at another car yard, and then he had just like a few units. So you just go, he'd show you and tell you, okay, I have this car, I have that car. Now he has his own car yard, and I'm so proud of him. It made sense for us to collab, to work together, because I am buying the car anyway, and it would be a good opportunity for them to be able to advertise themselves through my platforms. So I look back at how all that played out and how easily, I mean, I could have gone to another car yard, you know, and maybe they could have said, no, we're not looking for content creators right now. Or maybe I could have gone to someone else, gotten conned. We all know how Nairobi ni shamba la mawe, you know. A lot of things are happening kwa ground. I could have gone somewhere else and, you know, maybe just had a good experience, but that's it. And maybe we wouldn't have clicked or had a rapport with the car yard. Whatever the case, I am extremely, extremely grateful because through me taking a chance on George, I was able to come here today. You know, that ripple effect of how things have worked out over the years. And by the way, I think I mentioned this earlier in the vlog, but we are here because we were in the middle of doing the campaign of just pushing their content, pushing their platforms. And then he told me, listen, I want to do a giveaway. 2 people get to win a vacation. So whoever buys a car during this period of this campaign, or whoever refers someone to buy a car, stands a chance to win. And I'm glad he kept his word. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never heard of Bahari Beach Hotel. This was my first time ever. And I'm happy. The staff is friendly. But let's talk about how calories some of these hotels can get. Let's talk about how we go to these hotels, we spend our hard-earned money, and then somehow you're treated like a second-class citizen, like you just feel not welcome. I mean, they serve the white people so quickly. Like they see white people want to be served, they rush there to serve them. And not to say that we want special treatment, we just want to be treated like everyone else. Like if I got here before the white people or the whoever, even if it's blue people, if I got here before them, then I should be served before. And if they got there before me, then let them be served, you know? It goes both ways. But coming here, like that's the one thing that we all agree on as guests, like how friendly the staff is. You don't feel like you're begging someone to serve you right. I'm just grateful. 2 things I would love to reach whoever is watching this, first of all, it's okay sometimes to take a chance on the underdog. For him to even choose to work with me as a content creator, he could have worked with so many other there's so many content creators who have millions of followers. But for him to choose to work with me as an underdog, and for me to give him a chance and buy my first car from him, that symbiotic relationship and that trust between two people, two strangers, has brought us here today. Trust your gut. And it's okay to give the underdog a chance sometimes. They might surprise you. They genuinely might surprise you. The guy who does my intro, I wouldn't call him an underdog because he does an amazing job. Talented guy. Reach out to me via email and is like, hey, listen, I feel like I could bring value to your content. I would love to work with you. And he's doing amazing things. Like this new intro I have right now. And he's doing amazing things. And I'm grateful. And for me, I love having relationships with people where it can be long term. Like me, Nikishan's safari, isn't it easier to just stick to the same person because you know what to expect? You have that relationship, you have that rapport. So there are no surprises. Am I rambling at this point? Anyway, the second thing that I wanted to put across today was, if you're starting something, believe in it and give it time. It does not matter your age. It does not matter at what point you're starting. It does not matter who you know, what you have. Do it and don't give up. Just don't. Keep pressing, keep pushing. I prioritized education for a really long time, and I'm glad that I did. And once I was done, I decided, okay, let me give this content creation thing a try. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time. I do feel like I have something within me, that really wants to create content. And I started that little journey, and I'm still watering that seed. I'm still pouring into that cup day by day. I hope these two messages, I hope they reach someone. And I guess with my preaching tonight, I can retire to bed. I will see you in the morning. Good morning. It is I, looking like a high school student, I think. Woke up a while back, maybe about 2 hours ago. I've just been in bed, scrolling, catching up on work, emails. Not doing much. We are on vacation after all. So what's the plan? I want to shower, get ready. But before I do that, I want to fly my drone. I woke up this morning, I attempted to fly. It was an extremely gloomy day. I even had set up my alarm because the weather forecaster said that the sunrise would be at 6:14. Woke up at 6, looked outside. It wasn't that gloomy, but the sun didn't come out properly. Like you couldn't see, it was behind the clouds. So it's still a bit gloomy, and I would actually prefer for it to stay this way. Much as that doesn't make for the best lighting for content, particularly drone shots, I don't mind it because at least that means I get to go back to Nairobi without sunburn. So it's a win for us. I don't have any activities planned, and that's very intentional. I don't want to go back to Nairobi tired because we're only here for 2 days. Actually, today is the only full day that we have. Tomorrow we are heading back to Nairobi, and I do not want to go back tired. Actually, there's a big lizard here. It almost looks like an alligator. I actually hadn't seen it. For the sake of the people who are scared of crawling things, I just won't show it, but it's huge. Wachata nirudi ndani. We are checking out. My hair looks crazy because sijaiweka conditioner and whatnot. The plan is to drive back in different cars that have been picked up at the port. Personally, I'm driving back in a Q5. I'm quite excited about that. There's CX5, but I was like, since I already have a CX5, let me experience a different car. These are the new cars. So if you see something you like, come get it. If you want to copy me, you can get one like mine. You guys saw the interior. Let me show you. There you go. Very nice interior. How much is this? Once again?
3.6.
3.6 only. Sawa. There you go.
But you can get a Daktari's discount.
Axela is 1.9. This one I can tell you the Q5 is 4.9. So if you have 5 mic, you're good. Pretty much. And the Peugeot is, this is how much?
It is 1.9.
1.9.
Yes.
It's a 5-seater.
It's a 5-seater. It's got a glass roof. The entire glass roof.
Like a suitcase is so cute. I love it. Yeah. So small and pink. I'm not even a fan of pink, but I like that. I'm driving the first 3 hours. And then I'm supposed to meet Bay somewhere on the way. So he'll pick me up and then I will leave the car for the rest. So I'm gonna drive the first 3 hours and then you the rest. About maybe 4 or 5 hours later, and we are still en route. We are approaching Kikwezi now. So yeah, I think I might just maybe get a drone shot of the car. I'm not sure, but I will end the vlog here because once I get back home, which will be at night, just probably go to bed. So thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, all that good stuff. Let me know amongst the cars that you saw this morning, which one would you pick, which one do you think is up your alley. Yeah, I personally don't mind this Audi. It's actually quite comfortable, but 5 mic, we need to work hard. Anyways, I will see you on the next vlog. Linda from the future here. Just noticed that someone left this comment on one of my previous videos, and I felt that this is a perfect video to answer that question because I mean the vlog is about cars. Now, some things to consider when you're looking to buy a car. First and foremost, your budget. The bigger the budget, the bigger the car you can get and the better the quality. Is it the quality? Yeah, I mean things like that. So your budget should be the first thing you need to consider to determine which car that you'll get. Secondly, I would say ownership cost. What I mean by ownership cost is how much is this car going to cost you to own it. So you could be able to pay for the car up front, but maybe in terms of owning it could be a bit expensive. Some cars are affordable to buy, but when it comes to finding the spares, it becomes very hectic. Like you have to import the spares. So you need to consider how much is this car going to cost me to own it. Even the fuel. Okay, I don't want to go too much into fuel because that's another aspect you need to consider when buying a car. So maybe I can just segue into that. The fuel that the car uses, I mean, you need to decide if you want a petrol car or a diesel car. Most of the Mazda cars these days, let me just speak on Mazda because I own a Mazda. Usually they come in a petrol and diesel version. So if it's a CX5 or an Axela or a Tenza, most of them come in both versions, so you have the liberty to pick whichever one you want. Personally, I have a diesel car. I'm obsessed with diesel cars. I just love the power. I don't have a problem with the maintenance. I mean, some people argue that diesel cars are a bit more high maintenance, but personally I have no issues with it. And also because I'm always going for drives, my diesel car makes sense because it works for me long distance. Insurance. What I mean by insurance is, I mean, when you own a car, you have to get insurance for it. So you can either get comprehensive, third party. I don't know if there's any other type of insurance, but those are the two ones that I'm familiar with. Usually comprehensive is way more expensive than third party. I actually know people who own big cars and they are on third party and they argue that they are careful drivers. Now for me, that doesn't work for me because sometimes you could be a very careful driver, and granted maybe you are, but what about the other people on the road? There are people who drive when they're drunk. There are people who just drive carelessly. There are people who drive while they're texting. So it can be a bit risky. Another thing you need to consider, I don't even know which point I'm on, I think maybe like the 5th point, is the use of the car. What do you intend to use this car for? Is it a PSV, meaning a public service vehicle? Is it a personal car? Are you going to be driving it on rough road, off-road, or maybe are you going to be driving it tarmac? Things like that. Are you going to be the only person who's driving this car? Are you using it with your partner? You need to consider that. Something else, I think the size of the car, maybe depending on how many people you intend to be carrying in the car. Maybe it's a family car. Of course, that needs to be a bigger car, a more spacious car. If it's just you alone, you don't really need a big car. I mean, unless if you just want a big car, then go off by all means. For me, the reason why I chose a CX5 was because, one, for the price, there's a lot of value, a lot of value. That's just my opinion. And at the same time, I feel like I really loved the cosmetic bit of the car, how the car looks. I mean, Mazda, honestly, they're really doing a good job. The CX5s, no wonder it's even such a common car. From the color to the grille to the headlights, how they look, personally I love how a CX5 looks. So that's why I chose to get it. And also because, again, I'm also going for drives, I did not want a low car. And then also, I know this is going to sound silly, when I was getting the current CX5 that I have right now, one of the reasons why I got it was the heads-up display. The fact that you're able to see speed projected on the road while you're driving. I love that so much. The cosmetic bit, the sunroof, the Bose sound, the car is just spectacular. So I would 100% recommend it. Although, again, if you like being unique, then CX5 is not the car for you because it's an extremely common car. I think almost every other babe in Kenya, I mean, people are always making fun of the corporate babes because now almost everyone has a CX5. By the way, just going back to the point about the budget, the price of the car, something else you need to consider is, are you getting it financed or are you buying it cash? Of course, if you're having it financed, that will determine the car that you're getting, because there is a cap to how much the bank is willing to finance for you, vis-a-vis if you're just paying cash. So if you want a car, let's say for 5 mic, you need to figure out how much the bank is willing to finance for you based on the security that you have against the loan and things like that. But if you're buying cash and you already have like the 5 million bob, then it becomes very easy. And then something else, just a quick tip, because I've made this mistake before. When you're going to buy your car, please go with a mech. I will leave my mech's number on the screen. I trust him. He's never failed me. I know he's a very dignified person. Just take a mech to go with you to the car yard to do the test drive, because you can't just buy a car based on how the car looks. Sometimes you might just assume that because you're looking at the car and it looks good, that it's in good condition. But it's really important to go with a mech who'll tell you, okay, Sawa, the car looks good, but maybe you might need to change the gearbox in a couple of months, or you might need to buy new tires, you might need to do this, do that. Then you're able to decide if the car is worth your money. So please go with a mech. Do not go there thinking that you're just the smartest person in the room, unless if you're also just a mech yourself, or you just know cars, or I don't even know under what circumstances you wouldn't go with a mech. Like, yes, I trust George. I trust the cars that he sells in his yard and all that. But it's good to always get a second opinion, because even the people who are selling the cars in the car yard sometimes don't even know that the cars have defects. So please go with a mech. I hope that answers your question. If there's anything as my viewers you feel that I've left out to help out this young lady as she's buying her new car, or as she's considering to buy her car, feel free to let me know below. And if there's anything I have maybe misinformed my audience, if something maybe I said wrongly, also do let me know. Anyways, again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.